Day after day, energy demand in the European Union is on the rise. And as fuel prices reach new highs, we're all faced with a huge challenge. How can we reduce our consumption and greenhouse gas emissions without having to invest in new technology? There's a simple answer: eco-driving. A few good habits which any driver can learn and use with any vehicle will help save money, prolong the life of the engine, and actively contribute to protecting our planet. For example, don't warm up the engine before moving off. You consume more by keeping the engine running for more than a minute than by switching off and restarting the engine. Also, limiting air conditioning use can decrease your consumption by 5%. So air conditioning should only be used when really necessary. Check your tyre pressure regularly. Underinflated tyres can increase your fuel consumption by 4 to 5%. While these practices are easy to adopt and seem perfectly logical, it's also very important to adapt your driving habits. Anticipation is the key. Any acceleration of your vehicle feeds fuel to the engine, so it's important to anticipate traffic flow to avoid any change in your speed. The name of the game when it comes to consuming less is to reach your cruising speed fairly quickly, and then to use the highest gear possible. You have to shift up quickly and try to keep your vehicle at a stable speed as long as possible.
You shift into third and accelerate to increase the RPM. That's it. Then change straight into fifth gear. That's it. You've got it. So from time to time, you can skip a gear.
In the past few years, a number of ecological driving consultation centres have been set up in different parts of Europe. The idea is to compare a driver's results on a first test run, where the person drives in his usual way, and a second where the person follows the advice we've just given.
On the first run, we were at 7.3 litres per 100 kilometres. What do you think our score was this time? 6 litres? We reached 4.96 litres.
By applying these rules to the letter, the driver covered the 10-kilometre run 1 minute and 14 seconds faster than the first time, while consuming 23 centilitres less. He drove 3 kilometres without using the accelerator and used the brake only half as much as for the first run. Over 10 kilometres based on a petrol price of €1.40 per litre, the driver saved 35 cents. For an annual distance of 25,000 kilometres, that comes to a saving of €875. So eco-driving offers big savings with the adoption of a few easy habits.
It's just being logical. It's good for the economy, it's good for the life of your car, and most importantly, it's much less stressful. It's very good for the mind.
To encourage everyone to alter their driving habits, and with almost no effort, but with noticeable savings on fuel costs, the European Commission has decided to team up with Europea, the European Petroleum Industry Association, to promote eco-driving. A major awareness-raising campaign will be launched in several thousand service stations to inform drivers about these simple and effective solutions.
We in the oil industry would not only improve the efficiency of our own operations, but we believe we have a role to play in making that behavioral change happen among our consumers.